What's up, guys? This year out here for the Team Fantasy Football League Commissioner Cody. We're here with your Week 13 preview, the final week of our regular season. In the previous video, I went through a playoff scenario. The only two playoff scenarios are who's going to win the Reebok division between Greg and Cody, and then who's going to slide into that ace spot, and unlikely, but that 7th seed as well. So without further ado, let's look into the matchups. I was looking for matchup of the week before starting the video, and I came up with a bit of an issue because there's a lot of matchups this week that really intrigue me, that I think are really important, but also just like, some teams are healthy, some aren't, some are getting healthier, some are kind of lagging behind. So I wasn't really sure how to pick which one would be my matchup of the week. So I'm gonna name three matchups that could be matchup of the week. And based on the power rankings, they're all kind of like 50-50 or 33.333 repeating, between the three matchups. So without further ado, we start as always with our defending champion, Scott. This is a matchup that I've had on my calendar all season. Since I lost in the championship last year to Scott. Shout out to Scott for back-to-back championships in this league. Number one in our hearts, as always. So Scott's 6-6, projected 179 to Cody's 7-5, who's projected 176.4. So I'm just going to talk as me for a second, not as the commissioner, for myself. I have not that I have too many options. I have too many like mediocre options. You know what I mean? And by mediocre, I mean like they're all same level players, and I just don't know which one I want to play. And it's pretty much like I'm throwing darts. And some of my good players are disappointing, and some of my good players or some of my players are overachieving. So I don't know what to do at this point. But I still like my team, whichever combination I decide to put out there. But talking back as the commissioner, looking over Scott's team, pretty solid over there. He's getting healthier. He's definitely not there yet, but Austin Eckler definitely scares me personally. Cody, whatever, you know what I'm saying. I'm saying everything as unbiased as possible, because I do respect Scott's team as well. I like Frank Gore a lot more than he might on his bench. I understand why everybody is in his starting lineup. I probably would start him over, let me see. I mean, they love themselves some Frank Gore. It's a solid, like, he has a big floor, or a high floor. I would start him over Noah Fan, but you know what you're doing. You do. No sarcasm there. A lot of respect to Scott and what he's done in this league, and in his league that I play with him as well. He did just beat me in that one league with his buddy Brian, the one that I'm really dominant in. He did get the dub on me, so that's unfortunate, but it's okay. Scott, like I said, Scott knows what he's doing. I'm glad to let him have that dub. I want this one. I kind of need this one, actually. But yeah, Scott's team's solid. He's just missing CMC. Thank the Lord I got to avoid CMC this week. But I still think Frank Gore should be in there for Noah Fant. That's just my opinion as the commissioner and as Cody. Cody thinks that too. But as far as Cody's team, I'm going to try to get through this stuff a little quicker too. But so as far as Cody's team, I mean, Julio's questionable. I completely understand sitting him. I worry about DJ Chark, but, I mean, T. Higgins, he's playing Miami, so I don't like that matchup. Latavius Murray's been doing it. Like, what the fuck is up with that? 19 rushes for 124 yards and 2 touchdowns last week. Why did they give him 19 rushes, bro? I mean, I love him, but I don't think I can trust him like that. Now, if Kamara goes down, watch out. I don't wish that on anybody. So who am I picking in this matchup? I like Cody's team, obviously, but I'm going to pick Scott's just because I'm known to Scott's due. Like this is the week. He always wants to play against me. And by play I mean his team show up. And his team's looking good. Assuming Zeke decides to show up as well. I think that's the X factor. If Zeke has a typical Zeke game, I think that he wins the matchup. Moving on, I try to save the speed. That was one of the matchups of the week. By the way, there was 3 of them, 1 of 3. The next matchup we have. Oh, and by the way, the power rankings, that was Scott number 9, Cody number 3. Over to this is number 8, Ohftt versus number 4, Eric. Ohftt 7-5, projected 164.8 to Eric's 5-7, fighting for that last playoff spot, 170.5. Now Eric is winning in, unless he underscores Kyle by a couple hundred points, which we all know that probably won't happen. So looking at this roster here, Cam Newton's questionable. What's going on there, buddy? This is questionable for the minute. His abdomen. Man, you better hope he plays. I would put Josh Allen in the top and leave that OP open just so that you have, a chance to put somebody else in there. Lots of bench spots there. Not much depth. Looking over at Ohftt. Ohftt's team's solid on paper. I still don't like Darius Slayton there, especially without a quarterback. And I know you don't have anybody else, but I guess you don't have anybody else. He really doesn't. Everybody else, Brian Hill maybe, but everybody else is on bye. Hello. Everybody's healthy though. J.K. Dobbins is gonna be back. Let's see what he does. I think I'm gonna pick Eric just because he's getting healthy. Even without Cam, I mean, I'm sure he can get another quarterback, a replacement or something. Or play, hopefully he makes a smart move and move some people around so he can put somebody in the OP spot. That's up to him. This is your answer, Eric. If you watch this video, you're welcome. I think you're going to win the matchup, though. Hopefully, Cam Newton plays. If Cam Newton doesn't play, then and Eric plays somebody else, I don't know. But I'm just going to say for this matchup that I see in front of me with Cam Newton playing, I'm picking Eric to win. Moving on to our second matchup of the week, we have number 5, Liam, playing number 2, Greg. 8-4 Liam, projected 100s. Here we go. 169.3 to Greg's 176.7. And Greg 7-5, respectively, as well. So Greg is fighting for that division championship. If he wins and outscores Cody/me by 20 some points, 22 just to be safe. I'm pretty sure it's a little less than that, but whatever. Then they win the division and they get the 4 seed. So, and they stay in that division the following year. It's like King of the Hill. As you win the division, you stay, everybody moves on, and then you get a new crop of people to beat. I think it's kind of cool, but, it's just my thing. Hello, my son. My son is over here. Just kidding. It's just my cat. But, Stafford's always questionable. Boswell's questionable. Your famous kicker. He's not that good. But he's questionable, so. And I don't know why you don't have Evan Ingram in there. I guess I do know why, looking at your roster, but I don't know if I believe in Cooper Kupp at this point. I like Evan Ingram. They like him a lot. J.D. McKissick I'd throw in there. AP, oh, man, your team is so good, Liam. They're just all the same level. What other quarterback do you have? You also have an illegal Laviska Shenault in your IR spot. Not really illegal. You just can't make any moves until he's out. What's up, bro? Hello. Hey. Hello. Do you want to come up here? You want to be on camera again? All right. Come on. Hello. Remember the camera? Hey. All right. But like I said, I like Liam's depth a lot, but Greg has been on fire. Man, I like Liam's team on paper a lot more than what they're putting up like consistently. Um, I don't know, guys. This is such like I like the teams. I'm Jesus. I'm gonna pick Greg just because they're hot and they have a good matchup this week. All their players. I don't know about Mark Cooper, but everybody else. Oh, I don't know. Maybe not. It's interesting. Hopefully Stafford plays for Liam. I'm gonna pick Greg just because they're hot right now. I don't know that I think that. Yeah, Greg it is. But I wouldn't be surprised if Liam won, for the record. Moving on. Hello. What do you want? Hello. Alright, whatever. Moving on, our third matchup of the week, questionably, because of the question. Bro, relax. Because questionably Will's team is hurt, and we don't know what's going on with it. And he's playing the bulldozer and Phil. It's just been bulldozing everybody, dominating this competition. What? Come here. Come here. What is wrong with you? Lay down. No, relax. I like that Phil has Benny Snell over Will's James Conner. That's interesting. This is where Will's depth is a little questionable. He better throw in some Dallas Goedert. I don't think DeAndre Swift's going to play. I mean, it doesn't really matter. This matchup doesn't really matter, like, for the playoffs or anything. But, I mean, these are two of the best teams in the league when they're healthy. And, Phil and Will, the battle of the ills. Who's going to win, Phil or Will? Is it going to be Will or is it going to be Phil? Phil or Will? I'm going to pick Phil because he's healthy. And his team is just so fucking good, bro. He's so good. Shout out to Phil. And shout out to Will for having a historic season, as we were talking about earlier. Hello. Are you happy now? Okay. I kind of sped through that. Will, who's, like I said, he's number 6 on the power rankings. He got me all confused. Now he's all happy. Okay. 7 and 5, respectively, like I said, projected 167.4 to Will, who's 10 and 2, clinched the top seed in the playoffs. 192.1 projected. I'm picking Phil to beat Will. Moving on. Kind of got away from me there. Hello. Okay. I'm glad that you're happy now. It's better when you're happy. Jeez. Okay. Moving on. We have number 11, Brandwagon, 3 and 9, projected 160.1 versus Dylan, 4 and 8, projected 136.7. This is one of them matchups against with two guys that haven't made the playoffs this year anyway. Kind of sidetracked because he's so cute, so lovable. It's just they're eliminated from the playoffs. Okay, get out of here, bro. All right, cool. They're both eliminated from the playoffs. Ben's questionable, but I like Brandwagon, bro. Do it again. I like Brandwagon's team a lot. With Ben questionable though, he's probably gonna play. I mean, he's always questionable. You don't really Myles Gaskin coming back. You might want to throw him in there, buddy. I hate Hollywood. Get him out of there. Please, Brandwagon, get him out of your lineup. Just because he did something last week, I promise you, he's not gonna do anything this week. And if he does, I will publicly apologize. sincerely from the bottom of my heart. I know. Jared Judy's questionable. I mean, Dylan's team is just depleted, underachieving, unfortunately. He has a great defense and kicker, you know. Kenny Galladay hasn't played much this season. Sonny Michel hasn't played much this season. Zach Ertz hasn't played much this season. Antonio Brown hasn't played much this season or most of the season. Joe Burrow got hurt. Like, it's just unfortunate. Hi, get out of here. It's just unfortunate for Dylan's team. And every week, Jerry Jeudy's questionable, so God only knows what's going on with him over there. But Michael Thomas is back, so anything's possible. Hopefully we can get vintage Michael Thomas. It really doesn't matter to me. I am out in every league with Michael Thomas, so thank you, Michael Thomas. I'm picking Brandwagon to win this matchup and improve to 4-9 and bring Dylan to 4-9. Moving on to our final matchup of the week, we have number 12 Craig versus number 7 Kyle. Craig is 3-9, projected 134.6, whereas Kyle's 5-7, projected 153.8. This is a must-win for Kyle. For Kyle to have any chance in the playoffs, to make the playoffs, he has to beat Craig this week. And it's looking like a bad week to need to beat Craig. Why do I say that? I say that because... Why do I say that? No, I'm just kidding. I know why. He has the best defense and the best kicker in fantasy football, who always consistently put up like 20 points apiece. Like, I know they don't, but consistently high scores. Hopefully Brandon Allen can get a half decent fantasy day in there. For the Bengals, I would like to see him connect with T. Higgins. I wouldn't bank on it, but I'd like to see it. Maybe give me some hope in playing T. Higgins in the future. I traded two picks for him, a 4th and a 5th. I got a 9 and 10 back, but thrilled. Kyle's team is so hit or miss. They put up their highest score last week with 188, and they would have beaten me. So, let's not be disrespectful. But I just think this is a bad week to play Craig. CH is questionable. The decision is going back and forth. He's been sick. All right, so assuming he plays, is Gurley going to play? I've been trying to keep the yawns to a minimum. I'm always trying to keep the yawns to a minimum. Always questionable. So if they both didn't play, who would Craig put in? He'd put in Jerick McKinnon. Oh, Kerryon Johnson's interesting. Jarvis Landry, I'd throw him in there. Yeah, I would throw him in there, but, T.Y. Hilton to go against Phil Rivers, but I think Phil Rivers is going to throw to Michael Pittman. I don't know who has him. Maybe nobody does. If nobody does, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to get him. Kyle, though, is getting healthy. The Brandon Allen to Tyler Boyd is interesting because Kyle has Tyler Boyd. Craig starting 2 Steelers is interesting. Ebron and Claypool, they both work, so I don't disagree with it, but just interesting. Brandon Cooks without Will Fuller, that's very, very interesting. I'm gonna pick Kyle. I'm gonna pick Kyle to win this matchup. It's gonna be close though. I think it's gonna be a higher scoring game this week. But I think that Kyle's gonna end up with the higher score. That's it for your Week 13 preview. If you have any questions, as always, hit me up. If not, I'll see you in the group chat. Hope everybody's safe, healthy, happy, and adios amigos.